How a homeless maid, who was thrown out of house, met a billionaire that changed her life. Where are you watching our video from? Drop a comment to let us know. In a small, quiet town lived a young woman named Kemi. She had been orphaned at a young age and had no family left. Her life was limited to a small, cramped room at a local laundry shop where she worked tirelessly, washing and folding clothes for barely enough money to survive. But what she cherished the most was the place she called home, even though it was just a mat on the floor and a single cup and plate. One morning, while Kemi was eating a meager meal in the shop, a well-dressed woman, adorned in a bright yellow dress, entered. The woman was in a rush, and as Kemi accidentally bumped into her, she spilled water on her expensive dress. "Are you blind?" the woman snapped. "Look what you've done to my dress." Kemi, panicked and apologetic, tried to clean it up, but the woman was relentless. "You have no manners. I'll have you fired," she yelled before storming into the office. The owner, who had always been kind to Kemi, gave her the bad news. "You're fired. We can't afford to lose her business." Heartbroken and humiliated, Kemi was kicked out, homeless once again. With nothing but his small bag of her belongings, she wandered the streets, feeling lost and invisible. After a few days, she found an abandoned building to rest in. The next morning, a group of construction workers found her, and though they doubted her strength, they decided to let her work. "This isn't for women," they said. But Kemi didn't care. She begged to work, offering to carry cement blocks and help with the construction. Days later, the construction site's manager, Mr. Francis, noticed Kemi's determination. He approached her, surprised by her strength. He gave her a chance to prove herself, though he was concerned about her safety. Kemi worked tirelessly, showing that her strength went beyond her physical abilities. She handled the tough work better than many of the men, and Mr. Francis began to respect her. Soon after, Mr. Francis was inspecting the site when he noticed Kemi working. "Who's that girl?" he asked, and when he found out her situation, he decided to intervene. "This is no place for you, Kemi. You shouldn't be carrying this kind of load," he said. But Kemi refused to back down. "I need this job, sir. I have no other choice." Seeing her determination, Mr. Francis spoke to the engineer and arranged for Kemi to work elsewhere. But before she could be reassigned, an unexpected turn of events occurred. When Francis visited the laundry shop to pick up his clothes, he learned the truth behind Kemi's firing. The woman who had caused Kemi's downfall was none other than his fiancée, Kioma. She had demanded Kemi's firing after the accident, and Francis was furious. Why did she do this? He wondered. Determined to make things right, he searched for Kemi, eventually finding her on the streets. He pulled up beside her in his car. "Get in, Kemi. I can't leave you here," he said, filled with concern. "I'll help you." With tears in her eyes, Kemi hesitated, but then climbed into his car. Francis drove her to his mansion, where his fiancée, Kioma, was waiting. Her eyes narrowed when she saw Kemi. "What's this? Why is she here?" Kioma demanded, her voice filled with disdain. "She's staying here," Francis said firmly. "She needs help." Kioma threw a fit. "This is my house and I won't have her here," she shouted. But Francis stood his ground. "She stays. And if you can't handle that, maybe you should reconsider your behavior." Kemi quietly did. Her chores, but Kioma made her life difficult. She mocked Kemi at every turn, refusing to allow her to eat and treating her poorly. Despite this, Kemi remained humble and kind, always doing her best. One evening, after a particularly harsh day, Kioma returned home drunk and angry. Naomi, ever the caregiver, helped her to bed. But instead of thanking her, Kioma accused Kemi of poisoning her food. She made a scene, accusing Kemi of trying to harm her. Francis, shocked, quickly checked the security footage. It was clear that Kioma had planted the idea that Kemi had poisoned her. "I saw everything," Francis said, confronting Kioma. "You set Kemi up. Pack your things and leave my house." Kioma, trembling and defeated, knew her time was up. She left, and Kemi, exhausted from the ordeal, remained in the house. Over the next few days, Francis began to notice how much he had come to admire Kemi. Her kindness, humility, and resilience had begun to change him. He realized that she had become more than just someone he was helping. "I've fallen in love with you, Kemi," he admitted one evening. Kemi, taken aback, was unsure of how to respond. "You're a great man, Francis," she said. "But I'm just a poor girl." Francis smiled warmly. "It's not about where you come from, Kemi. It's about who you are." As time went on, Francis began to invest in Kemi's future. He enrolled her in school, helping her achieve her dreams. But he had more in store for her. One day he asked her to marry him, giving her a small velvet box. "Yes, Francis, I'll marry you," Kemi replied, tears in her eyes. It was the moment that changed her life forever. Their wedding was small but beautiful, a testament to their love and perseverance. Kemi went on to become a successful woman, starting a foundation to help other young girls like her. She proved that no matter how dark life may seem, kindness and hard work can lead to unexpected blessings. In the end, Kemi's story wasn't just one of survival, but of triumph, love, and redemption. From the streets to the heart of a man who saw her for who she truly was, Kemi's journey became an inspiration to everyone around her. Moral of the story: life can take unexpected turns, but kindness and perseverance will always shine through. True love isn't about wealth, status, or appearance. It's about seeing the beauty in someone's heart